welcome to Stanthorpe. Here we are for the Apple Festival. I'm sure we'll go and taste a few apple ciders, Terry. Maybe get out there. So one of the great things of this job is coming around and testing new things. And today we want to really talk about the Manager Alpha from Redarc. And Terry's was the very first one we ever put into commission. So Terry, this is your expo behind us. So how's your Manager system working for you, mate?
Yeah, it's been really good. It allows us to plug in and or solar or car, but it all goes through one manager. So there's no limitations on how many amps you can put in.
Yeah.
From a specific source. You know?
Well, you were used to, like you had Redarc in your last van, so you had the Manager 30.
Yep.
Little bit more complex with this one being the 100, but the way the system works, probably on the app, is pretty cool, isn't it? Like, for especially your van, like you've got a safety setup in there, I think, to lift the roof up and not to put it down.
Correct.
So you can't crush anyone.
Yep.
You've got your fridges, if you want to, you can turn them on or off.
Yep.
What else have you got on there on that app?
On the app, so all of the lighting, there's a...
The lighting's adjustable too, isn't it?
So you can dim them. There's a setting there. You can hit one button, turns all of the internal lights on. So when you walk into the van, you're not looking for specific lights. Front and back lighting, kitchen lighting, two colours in the kitchen, so for bugs, and you can dim those as well.
Yeah, it's really cool that now we're back into smart switching. Like, it's a great thing that Redarc's done with that. They make it very simple too. Like, the app's quite simple for anyone to use. I really like the fact that you can still manually do it on the screen as well. You know, like you've gone through a few little bugs because, Terry, you were the guinea pig. So it's been part of that whole system. And the way Redarc actually run their business, they do get some beta testers to do this stuff for us and real world testing, which is awesome. So I know we've had, and you've got to really give credit to them for backup service. You had an issue, New Year's Eve, we rang basically the support team and they actually rang you. And I think Ben Marsh himself, he's probably one of the chief people at Redarc, replied to you.
Correct. I think I was on the phone to Ben at 9:30 Queensland time, I think, which is later than that down in Adelaide, to get me out of a bit of a spot I was in. So that was great.
Yeah, and that's what's great about having an Aussie company talking to real people that really stand behind their products. And I know the engineering team within the next week flew up to us, talked about what went on yours, looked at all that stuff. They've done some firmware updates. So for everyone out there who wouldn't realise, I've just come back from Adelaide myself. We'll show you what's happening at Redarc. I'm wearing a coat, so they've got me in a coat and I had to wear my safety glasses, but it was really cool to actually see what they were doing there, where they're putting together the board itself. All their SOPs are done really well, so you know how to put it together. It's all in sequence. They actually heat test the whole thing to see if there's any hot spots or that. And they guarantee, 100%. And it was amazing. That's a new facility that the guys down there are putting together. Really proud that zone. We went down there about 18 months ago and started this journey. And you'll see today, they make this board and the one for the big vans. They're the same board, so they're all interchangeable. They fit purposely for just like our van, but they'll make other ones for different organisations. And they'll probably do some nice generic ones. Mm-hmm. They make everything really simple that way, and the beauty of it is they're doing it at their factory. They've got all the checks in place. We get them to just do the complete thing, so it's plug and play at its own. So no one's there anymore cutting, shutting and all that stuff.
Right.
So I think that you will find in moving forward, it'll be such a good thing across the Australian industry, and I hope a lot of people out there get on board with that because it's a great product, and you've been testament to being out here testing it, using it.
Yeah.
The ease of it is a lot better.
Well, I mean, you don't have to do anything really. I mean, it looks after itself.
Yeah. And having the 100 is good, hey?
Correct.
Like,
yeah. If, for argument's sake, you needed to plug in, if you're in cloudy weather or rainy weather and you ran low, the beauty of the 240 is it's going to put 100 amps in. Yeah. So it'll fill the battery.
It fills it a lot faster, and we're even finding that obviously when we run them through our factory, like things just get 100% a lot quicker. You have to be a little bit careful if you're out there and you use different plugs and sometimes sheds, and there's some campgrounds struggle to actually run that much. Everything Redarc does as well is all biased towards green and to be environmental. So you will find that, I'm not sure when you hook your car up, are you getting roughly 30 or 35 amps?
So 30 out of the car
Yep.
as a rule, and middle of the day and get up to 60 out of the solar.
From the roof, yeah, that's awesome, mate.
Yeah.
And then you still got the advantage of hooking in external, which you can as
External
well.
solar, yeah.
Yeah, like
So-
I carry a 300 water.
We've been on the road, not on the road totally, but we picked the van up in December, and
Correct.
whenever we've been on the road, we haven't had to plug it in 240s.
No, you've
in that
never
period.
plugged
Yep.
in on the road.
Only
have
while
you?
it's in the shed
Yeah,
at home. So
at home because you're locked away. So
looks
how's-
after itself.
how's the rest of the expo going for you, mate? Everything been all right?
Love it. Yeah, love the internal shower and toilet, separate shower and toilet.
Yeah, that's been a big winner, eh?
Yep. Water supply, outdoor kitchens is a game changer for us.
Yeah, it's so much easier, isn't it? Like we're here in a 19-foot Peregrine. You guys have got the Expo. It's just so easy where you came through that track compared to us. When you got a full-size van, you got to have a bit of a think about heights and things like that and servos.
Width. Yep.
Even fuel-wise, so you're in a 200, I'm in a 300. You got an idea of where you're at with fuel? Have you?
So, yeah, I did a 5,000k trip down to Victoria just after Christmas, and it averaged just under 21 litres per 100k.
Yeah, right, that's cool, eh?
Yep.
So, because you're pulling a 3.5 tonne. So Terry set up 300 litres of water. You've got your 2 fridges and freezers, so you got 270 litres like the big van. So diesel hot water, diesel heater. You got all the fruit in yours, and you're 800 amps, aren't you?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So we maxed everything.
You maxed everything, so you've got it all there. So disc brakes, the lot, ATX. So you're using that 3.5 tonne, and you came from a bit of a small, so it takes a little bit, but braking and everything, having the 4 wheels.
Yeah, no, fine. Tow's better than, as I've said before, than the single axle we had before, which was lighter. So.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, how all that works? But no, we're looking forward to you getting to a few more outback spots. But thanks for bringing us here. Stanthorpe is looking good.
Beautiful spot. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be beautiful weather for the next few days at the festival. We'll definitely test out the apple cider. Grapes as well. So Terry likes his wine. So it's actually Wine Wednesday. So how good's that? But we'll show you around a bit more, and thanks very much. We really appreciate you giving us some time, mate. And how good is it to be here?
Awesome.
Cheers. Righto, so around the money side. Now, last time we did a bit of video on this, we weren't able to tell you 100% of what was going on because the Alpha hadn't been quite released, but now we're there. So the Manager 100 is here. It's hardly got any warp. It's got its own fan and cooling. It's a lot bigger unit, but it's actually the same footprint as the Manager 30. So a lot of people will upgrade and change out 30s to 100s, but one of the things that we wanted to do was give you 3 Rogues. So the Rogues are a really new product that came out from Redarc last year, where you're able to do your smart switching. So we've actually got 3 in our system, and that Manager 100. Hummingbird also do the odometer, so you can just monitor when your services and things like that. But it's such a beautiful system. It's on a metal board that we get made. The guys, as I've said to you a few times now, all happens in Adelaide. I watched them put these together. It was just magic to see that happen. Everything's really simple. All of your fuses and everything are right here. We have a really good schematic as well, and I think I've said it a few times now. You get your knowledge base here that put your phone on there, scan it, tells you all that information. But this system is game changing, but really simple, but also really unique, the way that you're able to do things. And I love the way Redarc have done it, so it's easy if anyone had to replace it. Basically any of the Rogues are totally plug and play. 2 screws at the top, 2 at the bottom, that can get changed out. Alpha is the same, the Manager, 4 bolts, it's out, unplug, away you go. So really simple. All your MIDI fuses and everything are there. Love that system. I love that it's in all of our vans. So for the guys back at Zone, if we were having a problem today, it's really simple, whether it's the Peregrine next door, whether it's the Expedition, whether it's the Sojourn, it's all the same. So now we can offer you the best service because we know exactly what we're talking about on all of those different vehicles, and it's just so easy to follow. And that's what Zone's all about, making things better for you out there in the field and to get this experience. So really proud to put this in, fully Australian made. Love having Redarc as a partner. they do amazing things like this, and they've been really good to allow us to get first hands on this. So thanks to the guys down there. I've said it a few times now. Anthony and the team do a fantastic job. Anyway, we believe this puts us in a zone of its own.